Welcome to the Deadass Podcast.
All right, you ready to kick it in?
I very much am ready to kick it in.
Right, yeah.
And
God, that's a good way to crack start a potty in it, mate.
it's the end of Monday.
Of course it is.
There's no more Monday-itis.
There's no more Monday-itis. This is the start of a new week, new graveyard shift episode. How are we, sir?
I am fantastic, and thank you, Cole. We rated your beers again.
We did. You know, he actually brought these ones in himself.
Did he?
Yeah, that's why they're in tins.
Oh, wow. He's a tin connoisseur.
He is a bit of a tin connoisseur. I am.
Are you a tin operator?
I am now.
I'm a tin operator. I like stubbies, but I don't know, the tins just don't get bashed up in the fridge.
That's exactly right. And now that we've been going on excursions.
We're adventurers, yeah.
We're adventurers. I've been just sticking with the tins because it's just easier to maintain.
Absolutely. And I find they fit in stubby coolers better.
Yeah, that's exactly right. 100%. Mate, we've got a jam-packed episode today, haven't we?
We've got heaps of shit. I've had to upgrade from the Deadass Diary.
I know. I was going to say, look, mate, you're getting with the times. Look, not going to lie. I actually was I did like the idea of the diary. I thought it was pretty cool, pretty, I don't know, something classical about it.
It's still there, and I still write my notes down in it.
But logically
for today,
it's not right.
I have an absolutely monstrous amount of gear to talk about.
Mate, because it has been a couple of weeks since we last caught up.
It has been.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to do one with you last week because I jumped on an airplane and went down to Canberra and then hired a car and went to Jindabyne.
Exactly. And when you were in Canberra, I was in casino.
Yes, that's right.
Neither of us were anywhere near home.
No, that's a good point. Well, let's start with casino first. How was it?
Good. So I went down for the casino truck show. So we have a road transport division. So went down there to talk all things trucks.
Oh, beautiful.
So essentially whether people wanted us to work on their trucks or they wanted to work for us on trucks. Yep. We were happy to do either one. So grabbed the 3 Gears bus and I drove that down to casino. Did a little bit of sightseeing along the way. So we did a bit of a tour with our social media person, Sherelle, around the Bowen Basin, then drove down to casino. Then the rest of the team met me down there, so they come down from Brisbane.
Ooh.
Good spot. So I ended up staying at that Evans Heads
How
camp.
Was that?
Excellent. So shout out to old mate, absolute gentleman. His photos don't do it justice.
Oh, really?
So his photos make it look good.
Yeah.
But I would say that it's better than advertised. So it's one camp. He's got an unpowered area at the other end of it. So it's actually at an old quarry. So there's a 6x12 shed there. So he occupies half of that with just storage like mowers and stuff to maintain the property. And then the other side's just an open area where there's a TV, there's PowerPoints, a table, all that sort of stuff. And then attached to that shed is a 12x6 awning.
Ah.
So in that awning, there's a potbelly stove, there's tables, there's room to park a car if you needed to get it out of the weather. And it was just really nice. And then out the back of it, he's got a toilet and shower away from the shed. And then there's like 3 different types of fire pits, one made out of old disc ploughs, one that's got a pig's ear on it, so that's the thing that you hang your camp oven off to go.
Oh, yes.
Just good little stuff. Brought firewood down, and he's got a bit of a biosecurity issue, so you've got to purchase the firewood from him.
Okay.
Just with fire ants and stuff like that.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
And I sort of was like, yeah, no worries, that's fine, but purchased the firewood off him, and it was twice as much as what I got in town anyway. So looked after us with the firewood.
Beautiful.
Really good with everything, so it was just an awesome hip camp. Only downside was New South Wales. It pissed down.
Oh, did it?
It was good. Like, it was sunshine and rainbows at about 9 o'clock onwards on the casino truck show day. But up to and after the fact, holy rain and cold.
Really?
Oh, man. I don't feel the cold that much, but I was in my swag and it was 3 degrees and raining, and I was like, yeah, this is going past the point of fun.
Oh, that sucks. I suppose you would have given that potbelly stove a thrashing, were you?
Had it cranking.
Yeah, you would have been.
And like the only reason why I was out in the rain, because I knew my swag didn't leak.
Yes.
And the other guys had thrown theirs under the awning.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I'll just like give a bit of room, because if you got them all jam-packed, if somebody gets up in the middle of the night, you just trip over everything. So I was like, I'll just grit and bear it out here. And it was fine.
Yep.
Just cold.
Cold. Ugh. I don't blame you. But was the actual show itself, was the weather all right at the show?
So after 9 o'clock in the morning, sun came out and it was amazing. And shout out to all of the Pallbearers that came up and said good day to me. So
that's awesome.
It was very, very good to see some Deadass merch rolling around because obviously there's a couple of big podcasts down there.
Yep.
And also all of the CTC merch rolling around, and there was some Deadass battlers cruising
that's
through.
So awesome.
Considering it's well over, a great distance from here, about 1,000 Ks away.
Yeah.
So shout out to you guys and appreciate all of the great feedback that we received as well. That's it means more than you think. It does. It allows us to know that we're
on the right path.
Giving you guys stuff that you just want to listen to.
Definitely.
So it makes me very happy to hear that I'm not a raging fucking idiot.
Well, well, that's what we're here to do, mate. We're here to celebrate all things life.
I thought you meant we were here to show them that I am.
Prove the point.
I think the only downside I've got from the casino truck show is I have developed a new hatred for Winnebagos towing Suzukis. I used to pick on caravans.
Yep. They trumpet.
Well, they've taken the bench seat for the moment because the Winnebagos are really doing my head in because they've got enough oomph to be able to do 100.
Yep.
Which means every time I go to overtake them in a truck.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, Papi just puts his foot down just that touch more
Just to
and I
be
can't
a
get
prick.
past him.
Oh, what a
At least the caravans run out of puff going up the hill.
But I don't, this is my personal opinion. I don't see the point of having a Winnebago and a little car running around. I just see it's absolutely pointless. You're paying for another set of rego, another set of 4 tyres. You're towing it consistently. So it's, even though the motor's not running, everything else is getting worn out. The suspension, the CV joints, the bushes, it's all copping a flogging.
And then you see people that put them on a car trailer, which is even worse because then you got 3 regos.
Yeah, I can't see the point personally. I'd rather just tow a caravan, have a bigger truck,
Me too.
tow a bigger caravan or whatever the case may be, unhook it, then you got the truck to go around and do stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But no, Casino Truck Show was a great success. I don't think I sat down all day. I was just yarning.
That's good, eh?
I was
brilliant.
Getting into my yarning work. I was hearing some great stories, meeting some great people, so it was just good stuff.
Oh, that's good.
You look like you had a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun, mate. It's been a long time since I've been to the snow. I think the last time I was up there, I was only a little kid, and I actually was speaking to my uncle today, and he mentioned the Brindabellas, which actually sparked my memory because that was the last time I was in the snow. I thought I was down near Thredbo or Perisher, but it wasn't. It was another area when we used to live in Canberra.
Yeah, right.
But so the oldest fella, Hato, him and his partner, Portia, they were just keen to go snowboarding. Like they've been talking about this for months, so we all sort of jumped on and said, all right, well, we'll all go as a family. And for me, like, I couldn't justify buying all that equipment and stuff because Hayden and them were going to go to Japan and do all that sort of stuff. So they bought their own boards, boots. I just hired it all. But it was great, mate. Like we jumped on the plane, headed down to Canberra. Now, you know, like I've said before in the past, when it comes to handing out luck, like I was there when they handed out the pokies, but I was out taking a piss when they handed out the flight stuff. So the flight itself was actually really good. The only thing I had which really pissed me off, right, and it wasn't the airlines themselves, it was just the person in front of me, right? So what happened was, the couple of days prior to it, Christo said, look, I'm not going to go. And I said, that's fine, no dramas. It was too cold. She doesn't do cold well. She loves summer. Like, this is cold now for her.
Yeah.
So you can imagine 0, -3. That would just
she'd just be having a fat time.
Yeah. And she had no intentions of snowboarding or like that. So she said, look, I'll stay back. Which ended up being a blessing anyway because we just got absolutely pumped with work. So here I am on a ski lift, enjoying myself, sneaking beers in while she's copping phone calls and doing all that stuff.
It seems to happen every time you go away.
Yeah.
Poor Christo's
You
sitting
just
there just copping haymakers from the work environment.
Yeah. So the flight was great, on time, all of us together. So there was a spare seat because Christo wasn't coming. Now this is a gripe that I have. I paid for that seat, and so I think they should leave that seat spare.
So they didn't refund it?
No, they didn't refund it.
Assholes.
I know. So I think personally that seat should stay spare, but they filled it. They put someone else in that seat. So I was a bit shitty about that. Anyway, so my son was on one side, I was on the other, and I thought I'd do the right thing. I thought, look, you can have the window seat, I'll sit in the middle, and at least then I'm next to my son. All good, no worries. Take off. There's this fucking woman in front of me decided to put her fucking seat as far back as she could for the whole trip, and then sort of like was leaning into it, but she was like putting her elbow through the space and doing all that sort of shit. And it's like one of those ones. I sat up, looked around. Not one other person had done it except the one in front of me, and I gave up my spot on the window seat to do the right thing, and then I get shunted with that. I was just so off it.
I always get paranoid with people leaning their seats back because I drink black coffee.
Yeah.
And when I get on the plane, I order one.
Yes.
And I don't know what it is. Every time I order one, sit it on that tray table, old mate in front of me decides to have a disco in the front seat, and I just get panicky. But I think probably the worst thing on an airplane is when you get somebody, I don't know what possesses them, when they stick their feet against the seat. So if you got, imagine you're in the window seat and the person behind you sticks their foot up on your handrest and you can see their dirty, manky, stinking hoof.
That's disgusting.
Oh.
That's disgusting.
It's only happened to me once and it's scarred me for life.
I don't know if I'm out of tune here. I mean, I'd love to hear listeners' opinions on this one, but I myself personally never put my seat back.
Nah.
Unless there's no one behind me. If there's no one behind me, then it's free reign. But if there's someone behind me out of being polite, I just don't do it. I don't care how munted I am from the night before or how wounded I am. When I fall asleep, I'll fall asleep sitting up like this. Yeah.
I don't lean mine back mainly because I know myself. If somebody leans it back, how uncomfortable I get trying to get up or do anything. So I usually don't do it in hopes that good karma will have somebody not do it in front of me.
Yeah. But other than that, mate, the rest of it was great. Stayed at Jindabyne. Each day we hired a four-wheel drive. Here's a little fun fact, although I didn't know about it. If you don't have a four-wheel drive and you go up into the snowy mountains, you must take
Snow chains
with you. I didn't know that because there's actually a sign saying it, and it's a $300 fine if you get pulled over and you haven't got them in your two-wheel drive or in your smaller car.
Yeah,
four-wheel drives are exempted. But, little fun fact there, just in case you didn't know. Out of the two, so we did 2 days at Perisher and we did 2 days at Thredbo. The first day we sort of just got there in the afternoon, so we just did tobogganing because we were waiting for the room we could check in.
Yeah, tobogganing can be right up my alley.
It was fun.
I reckon I'd end up going like a fucking cruise missile down there.
You would soot. It'd be like you on that fucking swing or whatever it is, that zip line that you're on.
Yeah, it'd be like Resh Busha coming down the slide in Norbit. I'll show you how a bitch go down the slide.
Exactly like that.
Here you all are standing at the bottom of the hill like unsuspecting bowling pins.
You watch it, kids, get the fuck out of the way. Move. There's something coming.
Will someone fucking stop me, please?
What's that tremble on the ground? We have an earthquake. No, so we did that, and then the second day we went skiing. But my choice, if I had to choose the two, go to Thredbo. Me personally, I just a bit cheaper. They do kid discounts on the ski lifts and stuff like that, and I just found the piss is cheaper.
Yeah, right. So I looked into it once before. How does the ski pass sort of work? Is that like you buy like a day pass, or you buy a 3 day, 7 day pass?
Yeah, so you can buy day passes, or you can buy an annual pass. You don't have to buy the pass. It just means you've got to fucking walk up every hill. Or you can buy a tracking one.
Did you see any tight asses walking?
There was a couple.
You'd have to be
I tell you
fit,
what, that's what I'm saying.
surely.
But like after a while, those passes are worth it because at the start, like I was so impatient. I just wanted to jump on the snowboard and the lines to the ski lifts were huge. So I thought, fuck it. For the novice one, it was just up there. So I thought, fuck it, I'll just trek it. So I was trekking it, beating everyone. I did that twice and then I was like, nah, I can't physically do it because it knackers you.
Is it like walking up a sand dune?
Yeah, similar to that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I wouldn't be doing it at all.
No, that's right. So that pass becomes valuable. But I tell you what, man, it was beautiful. The snow, it was the temperature, even though it was cold, having the sun out and doing that sort of stuff, you get comfortable. And like I even started to get a little bit of a sweat up. So I was like taking off my layers just to feel a bit comfortable. I tell you what, Bart, man, sitting there, having a feed, having a beer and watching those people skiing, it was freaking awesome, man. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved every part of it.
I've always seen movies where they're sort of sitting in the log cabin with the fire watching everybody ski, and I was like, that'd be a good landscape.
It was. And like the landscape, like you said, those log cabin style eateries and some of the places that we were driving past, it was awesome, man. It was just a great change up, something I'm not used to, something I haven't seen before. So it was a great little adventure. The kids had a blast. It was just a great all-around time. It was good fun. It was refreshing.
Yeah, that sounds that I'm going to have to go do it one day.
You should.
Though I don't have a massive urge to go snowboarding.
No.
I just really think that'd be a cool trip to do with the family.
Because there was nothing more cooler than that first sight of seeing some snow on the mountain when we're driving through. We're already excited. We're like,
and
whoa.
It's so unusual to us.
Yeah, it was.
Up here because we don't get it at all.
No, that's it.
Like I said to you, I've been above the snow line on a mountain. Like I've been at altitude in South America, but I have never actually seen just normal snow.
Yeah, that's right. And it's something about this really exciting, especially when you're seeing movies and people that we're not accustomed to. All that scenario or that landscape. It is beautiful. And just even the drive in. I mean, geez Louise, I've never seen so many kangaroos and wombats and shit on the side of the road. Yeah, man. But one after another, like almost like an infestation. There was so much roadkill.
Yeah, right. Was there any sort of green pick on the side of the road? Because I'd imagine the snow would melt from the heat of the road and sort of get a green pick for them. Yeah,
I'm guessing that's what it is. And also, too, deer. Just so many deer. I was freaking the fuck out because we left at so we had a 6:20 a.m. flight from Canberra back to Rocky. And Jindabyne's about 2 hours. So we had to leave pretty early. So I'm cruising through kangaroo, deer,
you love
wombat
them sparrowfart flights and sparrowfart leaves.
I'm an absolute idiot. I don't know why I do it myself. Like it's just every time. I don't know what's going through my head when I book it. But anyway.
Every time I talk to you about leaving somewhere, you're like, what time are you leaving, Brian? Yeah, 2 a.m.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it was. So I'm freaking out because when I hired the car, it was like a $6,500 excess. So I'm like, give me zero excess. How much is extra going to cost? He said, $50 a day. I said, why didn't you just include that from the start?
They're just fucking thieves.
It just shitted me.
I won't go into detail on it, but I do think the car rental mobs are taking the piss.
They are, yeah. Who wouldn't want to have zero excess on there as a standard?
It's just a way to make more money.
Of course it is.
Surprised you don't own a car rental business.
I'm looking at investing after that one. But yeah, anyway, so I was freaking out driving back, and I just want to make one mention that one of the most majestic, evil things I've ever seen in my life. We were coming over the hill, and it was half foggy, and the lights are beaming on this figure on the right-hand side of the highway, and all I could see was two eyes. And as I sort of started to go past, you could see the shape of her face and then the antlers coming out, and it was a big buck with the fucking antlers, with the eyes like glowing at you.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, oh my God, the devil's here. He's cashing his check. I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm like, go, get out of here. Like, it was freaky.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Fuck. well, we're thinking about, you and I
Yes.
are thinking about going on a deer mission. So
Yeah.
shout out Marco if you're listening. I know you probably will be, but Marco has got
I'd love to do that, mate.
He's got a deer problem.
Yes.
And we're going to try and help him solve it.
I reckon so.
And then we're going to do some cooking.
Fucking oath. And shout out too. I've had some deer jerky, man. That stuff is delicious as well.
Man, I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
I know there's some objective opinions about it all, but I
like it.
I think that it's a great thing to understand where your food comes from.
Yes.
And if you can go source that yourself, generally, I think we're better off for it as society so that we don't disassociate ourselves from where things come from.
I like the idea, like especially when we did that camping trip, like just going back to that sort of away from technology per se, getting back immersed with your surroundings, the landscape, everything like that. I just love it. It's a breath of fresh air, literally.
Yeah, well, so Margot bow hunts. He said I've got a similar bow, except mine's the arrows are a lot smaller. They have a copper jacket on them, bit of a different shape, not a bow shape. It's made by our friends at Winchester, and I don't have to pull it back. I just pull a little trigger, and then
That's brilliant.
This little tiny arrow comes out in the form of a firearm.
I was like, where's this going with Winchester? I didn't know Winchester made bows.
This is seeing a lot of people do. Very small arrows.
Oh, shit.
The trick is to put gunpowder in front of them. I bought a new bang stick on the weekend.
Did ya?
I did, yes.
Did you? What'd you get?
Couldn't help myself. I bought a new 30-30.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, so Tommy just got his gun license. So
Yep.
shout out
Shout
Alpha
out to
Blokes. So he said to me, he's like, I'm coming in to go check out some golf clubs and going to look at some guns. You want to come with? And I said, yes. And like a typical child I am, walked in there and Tommy was looking at his, what did he look at? A new loop.
Well, what?
He bought a 243.
Yeah.
He bought a... It'll come to me.
Yeah, right.
Having a mind blank. But anyway, he bought a 243 and then he was talking about a 30-30 and I was like, I really want a 30-30. So I was going to buy a Marlin and I ended up buying a Rossi. The Rossi's are half the price and I thought, well, look, I'm not using it flat out.
Yeah,
So
good point.
bought a new lever action, so that'll be good fun. And then that afternoon, because I got all excited, I went out shooting.
Love it.
So you can't take the gun home with you when you buy it. You've got to put in a permit to acquire. So just to clarify.
Yeah, you didn't grab it.
I went out to my cousin's house and I ended up shooting my rifle and did a little bit of clay target shooting. Which was good fun.
There's nothing more fun than that. I like I said to you before, the night before the wedding, before Knuckles' wedding, we did that. We did some clay targets, just a couple of us around, just shooting some shotguns, hitting some clay targets.
It was the adrenaline going. You hear
it was so much fun.
Big loud noise, and you're just like, that was cool. And it's a bit of competition, and you can't beat it.
Mate, it felt like some manly shit.
Oh, man, it does. It really does.
Yeah, like it was just fun. I enjoyed it. Like, because I don't get to do that sort of stuff too often. But yeah, no, it was good. Really good. Did you, so you just did a bit of shooting, mate? What else did you do on the weekend?
I did some cooking. So we've got big things happening in the
cooking front.
Cooking front. We've got a bit to unfold here because you've been doing some and I've been doing some.
Now, just to clarify, before you share yours, right, I've been getting the wind blown up me about the fact that all you guys in the communities, Alpha Blokes, Two Flogs, fucking Knuckles, Proper True Yarn, especially you, that I'm the other guy that doesn't cook. So I thought I better pull up my big boy pants and actually cook something this weekend. So Papi did some smoko and you did a P&M soup.
Ooh. So run us through the P&M soup.
Okay,
because I was going to make some the other day and I ended up making potato, bacon and leek. Yeah. So run us through.
So normally with the P&M soup, every Christmas time we get a leg of ham. Ooh. And so for Christmas, we're slicing smoked ham off the bone, and that's And then obviously at the end of it, I usually keep the hock and freeze it, so that by winter time I can actually make a P&M soup out of it. So I usually just get a big saucepan. I'm usually very playful on the amounts of stuff that I use, but it's essentially the same stuff. It's a recipe that my grandmother had. My mum used to do it, and that's who I got it off. So you just use a ham hock. You go to this Woolies. I just grab one from Woolies on the weekend. I just cut the skin off, leave a lot of the fat in it, and then just put it in boiling water and just starts boiling it away until everything falls off the bone.
Yeah.
And then in the meantime, I actually go and get a bag of yellow split peas, like the 500 gram bag.
Oh, yeah, the big soup mixes.
The big soup mixes. So I usually just get the yellow split peas. You'll find them in in the soup aisle. But they take such a long time to break down. So I usually put them in not too long after I've put the bone in, the hock in, just keep stirring it. And eventually they swell up and they thicken up and it gets a part of it. I usually put 8 beef stock oxo cubes in there.
Yep.
8 of those. And I usually put one large swede, shave that down, slice it up, put it in, 1 carrot, about half an onion, and also, you don't have to, but I also put a parsnip in there as well.
Yeah, right.
Just add a little bit extra to it.
Yeah, good little bit of soup base.
Yeah, soup base, and then I just constantly stir it. Starts to break down. I actually get your little potato masher.
Yeah.
Just feed it through the soup just to let it thicken up a little bit. This one I did on the weekend. It's probably a little bit runnier than what I'd normally like to have it because I was sort of cooking it. I was trying to speed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So I do like it normally to have a little bit thicker, but it came out nice. But that's all that you need. Now, with the salt, you can add a little bit of salt into it as well just to bring it up a little bit. But because there's 6 in the family, they all have different levels of salt.
It's easy to put some in. It's hard to take it out.
So I always keep a minimal amount in there and then I add to my taste. But that's all that's involved with the pan ham soup.
Bloody beautiful. Well, I'm staring at it, so give me
let's
some.
do it. Okay, beautiful.
Give me some.
Okay, we'll just pause this for a minute so I can heat it up and then you can have some.
Okay.
All right, so I have heated it up now. I think I've fucking heated it up too hard.
What'd you use, the surface of the sun?
Yep, just gave it a light sear on each side.
Yeah, it's fucking hot.
It is. Sorry, brother. You're going to have to give it the old...
Yeah, enjoy the ASMR.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good thing I wore a white shirt. Ooh. That reminds me of something, and I can't remember what it is.
Does it?
But it's very good. It's something... My mother used to do something similar with corned beef.
Did she?
Yeah, I can't remember what it is that she used to make, but that's familiar.
It's very familiar.
That's very good, though.
It's all right, not bad.
Yeah, fantastic.
Now, just for the record, it is definitely that hot.
Got too brave, went in for the second bite.
Give it a minute and see.
I am going to give it a minute.
Give it a minute. But then you might get a bit more of a real... Sorry, bro.
Look, to be fair, I knew how hot it was the second time. I think that one's on me. Fucking hell.
Burn your lip?
Yeah, removed the skin off my tongue.
Shit, sorry, mate.
It is bloody tasty, though.
It's not bad?
Good on you, mate.
Oh, thanks, mate. That's just some basicness.
How good's soup season?
Soup, I love soup season, mate. It's one of my most favourite things of the year. I am a soup connoisseur.
Me too. And it's just nothing better than fresh bread.
Yes.
Heaps of butter.
Yes.
Soup. Oh.
What do you think?
I think this is a big winner.
Oh, thanks,
and
mate.
I think I'm going to have to replicate this.
Yeah, definitely. It's nice and it's just simple.
I don't think it doesn't need changing.
No.
Whatever you do, that's great.
Oh, good. Thanks, mate.
Oh, I'd keep hooking in, but then
hot.
would sort of defeat the purpose of sitting down here and recording a podcast.
But I'm so excited about what you've got here, mate.
Yes. So this has been
This has been
a long time in the making.
Yeah, I know.
We have the finals pancetta update.
I can't believe it. I'm so pumped.
So I posted up in the Deadass Community page about me making carbonara, the world's best carbonara, mind you, and the pancetta update. So what I have today, Brian, is I have some of the pancetta for you.
I'm so excited. Holy shit.
So
I don't know if I said that enough.
Yeah, for those listening, I've cut the rind off it and I'll put it through the meat slicer and I've cut them in probably about 2 mil slices.
Yeah.
What I've got here for you, Brian,
Yeah.
I sound like Stephen Bell, Brian.
Brian.
I've got some triple brie
Yep.
and some crackers. Now, I would recommend that you just try a piece on its own.
I'm going to try a piece on its own
and then add it
first.
with that. So this is probably how to be served.
My saliva glands are already going.
Yeah, so it's got a nice little bit of spice to it. I'm going to eat a bit too because, well,
Firstly, I'm going to do the smell.
smell test.
Yep, that smells what I'd expect it to smell like.
Now, it's a bit chewy, but it's very good.
Oh, mate. Mild taste. Got a nice, very subtle kick to it. Very subtle.
It just gives you a bit on the edge of your tongue.
Yeah.
So if I left the rind on it, so the rind gets a bit hard because it's skin, obviously.
Oh, my God, that's so good.
I know. I'm half tempted to cut the rind off next time and try making it like that, but everything that I see, they leave the rind on.
You know, I could just eat this by itself.
Oh, I've
like
eaten
this, eh?
quite a lot of it. So I'm going to mix a bit with the. You can have this bit of brie, bit of cracker, bit of pancetta on top.
Oh, you did that mint.
Yeah, I'm so happy with how it turned out. So this was just a first little fluke. So just a reminder for guys at home, I was making pancetta. So I cured it in salt for 24 hours.
Yep.
Then I rinsed the salt off, patted dry, poured white vinegar over it to basically neutralise it and make sure that there was no yucky poo stuff on it. Patted it dry, then covered it in chili powder, paprika and pepper to deter insects, punched a hole through it and hung it under my house for a month.
A month. Now, what I'll do is I'll put if you're watching this on YouTube, which it will be on YouTube, I'll just put up a couple of little slices on the camera angle so you can see it. So you get a bit of an idea. And you can describe it while I'm doing it. This is me coming in from the side here.
So what it ends up being like is a lot like prosciutto. Prosciutto tends to be a bit tenderer in the shops. Now, prosciutto is cured for a lot longer than what the pancetta is. So prosciutto is also the leg and this is belly. I'm going to do a bit more experimenting with the pancetta. So this last one, I hung it under the house. The next one, I'm going to put in a temperature-controlled environment. So I'm going to hang it anywhere between that sort of 8 to 12 degrees.
Yep.
And I'm going to do a lot more of it and play with a bit of the spice mix because that was $20 to make that. I made a whole heap of pancetta and just kept going. Oh. And it was fantastic. At the moment, I'm curing bacon.
Mate, are you really?
Yeah, courtesy of Johnny Austin's bacon cure. I've done
Shout
it a
out
few
Johnny
times.
Austin, absolute legend.
Fantastic human being, that one. And
Beautiful man.
Bacon recipe, great.
Really?
So I'll treat you to some of that as well.
Mate, you have brought the treats this afternoon.
Now, I've got another one for you to try. Now, this one's probably, you're either going to like it or you won't, and I'm fine either way because it's not something that everybody eats. But I've cured eggplant.
Okay.
So this one is eggplant preserved in olive oil. That might spill on your lap, by the way.
That's
so
all right. What I'll do is I'll show the camera this one as well.
So what this is eggplant cut sort of against the grain, and then I salt it for 12 hours with a little bit of weight on it to get the liquid out of it so it stops it being so bitter. Then I submerge it in vinegar. So that's a mixture of red wine vinegar and white vinegar that I left it in there for about 6 hours. Took that out, patted it dry, and then covered it in olive oil, oregano, some chili flakes, and then put it in a jar submerged with olive oil and put some garlic in there as well. So this goes really good on toast, sandwiches, this sort of stuff. So feel free to have a bit of a try. It'll taste different to what you think.
Okay. That's I'm always excited about that sort of stuff, but myself, like I'll experiment with anything. Like I'll try anything because I like different things on my palate.
And this is one of those things of like, it's like olives. People either like olives or they don't like olives.
I like
this
olives.
tastes nothing like olives, but it's like that sort of style. It's one of those things if you're either going to like it or you're not. I'd just sort of like shake a bit of the oil off it.
Take a bit of the oil off.
Try it on a cracker with some cheese.
Should I try it by itself first?
Try it by itself and then try it with a cracker and cheese because it's sort of not something you'd eat by itself. if that makes sense.
I like that.
Yeah, it's an interesting flavour profile, isn't it? Try it with that
will,
bit,
thank
and that'll
you.
change it up a bit.
God, mate, you never miss, do you?
I try not to. So that's one that I enjoy doing for me.
But see, I like that. It's got that little bit of vinegary.
Yeah, and it's sweeter than you'd expect it to be.
Is that vinegar?
Yep. So that's red wine vinegar and white vinegar that you're tasting.
That's what I'm tasting, yeah.
So the red wine gives it a little bit sweeter. For those curious, vinegar is actually alcohol taken past its point.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, so to make red wine vinegar, it's basically like if you kept fermenting red wine.
Ah.
So it turns into vinegar afterwards. It's good, eh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you reckon even 24 hours later, that'll be better?
Yep. So if you let that sit, it'll sort of just mellow out a bit and mix in with everything. So I reckon.
Oh, God, that's good.
So I only made that last night.
God, that's good.
Made that yesterday, and then I put it in the jar about 2 hours before I come here.
You know it's good when I'm blaspheming.
Yeah. So, so that'll be better tomorrow, in my opinion. And I'd put that on a sandwich, or I'd put it on.
What would you have that with on a sandwich? Like, any recommendations for that, just for the listeners?
Deli sandwich.
Yeah.
So any sandwich that you'd sit there and go, you know what, I'm going to have corned beef and pickles or corn relish or anything like that. I'd put that on probably sourdough with like a red meat.
Yeah.
Some rocket, some sharp cheese, and mixed in there, and that'll go really well with it.
Oh, mate.
But it's also really good antipasto style, so when you're just having nibblies with cheeses and stuff.
I tell you what, I'm in flavour country this afternoon, mate, and I'm loving every bit of it.
Yes, and I'm giving away more secrets.
What secrets are you giving away?
Oh, geez, just burp into the microphone zone.
I can't stop eating this.
Well, that's why I brought heaps of it for you. I've still got some at home, so you go hard.
Thank you, sir.
But carbonara recipe.
Oh.
Now, if there's an Italian listening, I'm sorry. It's got all the wrong ingredients. For anybody who's not a purist, this tastes amazing. It's very, very similar to carbonara. But I will let you know, if you want to make a traditional carbonara, what you should use instead. Mm-hmm. It's very simple, very easy. What you want to start with is some pasta. Now, starchy pasta works better.
Yep.
So basically, you know, the stuff in the white packets that's got like the powder on the outside?
Yeah. Yep.
Just helps with one of the parts of it. But if you just got normal pasta, just use that. So cook some spaghetti.
Yep.
Now we want about 250 grams of pancetta.
Yep.
You can buy pancetta in the shops. Look, if you have to use bacon, use bacon.
Okay.
But you want to cook that first, and you don't want to go like absolutely turbo, but you want to crisp it up.
Okay.
So you want nice crispy pancetta or bacon.
Yep.
What the Italians would use is guanciale, which is the cheek. It's a lot fattier.
Oh, is that, okay, rightio.
So now we want to keep the fat. So once you cook that, strain it off. Keep the pancetta, bacon, whatever it is that you use on the side. Keep your fat as well.
Yeah.
What you also need is some eggs. So we want 1 whole egg and 3 yolks. And that makes it nice and creamy. So we're going to mix those up. And now the next thing is I used Parmesan cheese.
Yep.
Italians would use pecorino.
Pecorino.
Very similar. Parmesan's a little bit saltier, a little bit sharper. If you use a mild Parmesan, all good. You can use a sharp Parmesan, still all good.
Yep.
But you want to grate enough Parmesan for your heart to sort of draft a resignation letter. So when you've successfully convinced yourself that you're going to get hypertension from eating it, good thing. So then what we want to do is we want to mix the cheese, the eggs together.
Yep.
We're going to grab a touch of pasta water and we're going to put a little bit of that fat into that mixture.
Okay.
Now we're going to mix that around. Try and cool that fat off just a little bit before you put it in there so it's not sizzling.
Sizzling, yep.
Now, pasta in the fry pan on a low heat.
Okay.
That's critical here. If you've got a high heat, you're about to make scrambled eggs with pasta.
Can I just quickly say, this is the best that I'm actually eating while hearing this cooking because it's making me so hungry. Normally I'm sitting there starving. Oh. I'm enjoying every part of this. Sorry, please continue.
I was going to say, I'm just getting comfy and taking my shoes off. So low heat on the pan, otherwise you're going to make scrambled eggs and pasta.
Okay.
So pasta in the pan.
Yeah.
And you're going to pour that mixture in and you are going to emulsify.
Okay.
So you're either going to stir it around with your tongs, or if you can flip with the pan, flip with the pan. Try not to overcrowd it. It makes this part very difficult.
Okay.
I would recommend if you're going to cook for 2 people, do 2 separate servings. So that mixture, just cut it in half and just put half in, half the pasta in, mix that up, put it in a bowl, go to the next bit. Then you're going to also add your bacon bits or pancetta bits or whatever it is to the top of it. Happy days. And then when you serve it, put a little bit of parsley on top if you want, or a bit more cheese. Happy days. Now, the video for making that is in the Deadass community page, and I have put it on my Instagram.
So you can either go to your personal one or go to Deadass podcast, the Deadass Community.
Either Deadass Community or WD40 and Zip Ties on Instagram. But we have had a little bit of a chat.
Yeah.
With the cooking stuff, guys. I will try and do a video leading up to an episode. So I'll do the video and then we'll talk about it afterwards, so that if you guys want to reference it, you can go to the video and sort of make it, because I've had a few people ask, and quite happy to share the results.
Well, it's been a big hit, mate. People love it.
Yeah, I like eating food, and as you can tell, I like making lots of different food.
I love eating food while listening to you about cooking food. Oh, mate, like that has been an absolute pleasure, brother. I really appreciate that. That is mint.
Yeah, that's one of the better things I've made for a while.
Yeah.
Hey? So pancetta, shout out to it. Another shout out to food is I finally got around to having a steak at the Oxy today.
How'd you go?
So good.
So good, eh?
300 gram wrap for $20, mate.
Yeah.
That is like proper good value.
It is.
That's not even like an affiliated shout out. That's just find me a good $20 steak in Rocky.
Yeah. And like you try and find something compared that what you're getting for cost. You can't. Especially these days where you're paying up to nearly $20 for a burger and fries at a fast food chain.
Yeah, just fantastic. I took advantage of it because one of our employees gave me a call and said, I'm coming through Rocky. You want to catch up quickly? And I said, sure, I'll take you to lunch at the Oxy.
What did they say? Did they have a steak?
Loved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
One had a steak. Another one had a chicken stitty.
Yep. Meant to.
Very good. And I like the fact that it's coleslaw instead of salad.
How good is that?
Fantastic
Yeah.
idea.
Love it. And also, too, I want to give them a big shout out as well because the portion size of the gravies are good.
And it's homemade gravy. It's not like, I love Maggi gravy.
Yep.
But it's obvious that they make their own gravy because there's chunks in it.
It's an old bird that cooks there. And shout out to her. Shout out to and Steve there. Yeah, I just love, like I put a post up about it on the community page. Just love shouting out to people who are doing good things, and that's a good thing.
Absolutely. So, also, on to the next topic.
Yes.
So just on the topic of the community page, we had a Pallbearer ask about motorbikes.
Yes.
And I feel like we can weigh in.
Definitely. Let's weigh in.
So basically the question was asked to all of us and the Pallbearers. One of our battlers got his open license. And
congratulations to you.
Absolutely. And was curious what bikes we'd recommend to ride sort of every other day.
Yes.
Not all the time. So these are both mine and Brian's opinions.
Yes, definitely.
This doesn't mean they're the best.
Yep.
It's just what we would do.
Yes.
So I said to Brian, let's have some homework here. Love a bit of prep.
Yes.
So I've picked out 3 bikes.
Yes.
So in the category, so one bike that's a cruiser.
Yes.
One bike that's an adventure bike. One bike that's a sport bike. I've picked what I'd do new.
Yep.
And what I'd do secondhand.
Love it.
So for mine, in the new category, so for the cruiser, I've gone a Harley Davidson Lowrider S.
Nice.
117 cubic inch.
Yep.
Reason for it is the 117 Milwaukee 8. Power for days out of the box.
Yep.
I really think if that was your first open bike, you would not be stressed about
That's
any
exactly
performance mods. You'd be really happy with it.
Yep.
They got mid controls, which are comfortable. A massive amount of aftermarket stuff you can do on those things. So I can, look, sound, do all of the things that you want it to be yours. And if you want it to look like your mates, it can look like that. If you don't want it to look anything like it, don't worry about it.
Definitely.
And they hold value.
Yes, they do.
You'll get good trade in. They're sort of like they're like a Toyota.
Yep.
They command a good second-hand price, which is cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Got some cons though.
Yep.
So the thing I like about it is they're cool. I think they really should count for something. They're easy to rock. They're easy to ride and they've got a good seating position. Bad things, fucking expensive.
Yes.
They're about, anywhere between 32, 35 grand new.
Yep.
Heavy. If you're not used to a heavy bike yet, if you've never had a heavy bike, that's going to be a surprise. Although when they're moving, they're fine. Just what you'll find is if you're wearing thongs or shoes like the Vans like you wear, and the road's a bit wetter, you put your foot on a white line, you'll know about it. And they don't like sitting for months. Those batteries go flat with the security thing. Adventure bike, I went with a BMW 1250 GS.
Nice.
They're like your quintessential adventure bike. Like they're pretty much, I don't know if there's much that are, in my opinion, that there's many that trumpet.
Yep.
There's probably a few people that enjoy a few others, but I really think that you wouldn't be upset if you got yourself one of those.
Yep.
Really reliable. They got that Boxer twin engine in them. That's tried, tested, proven.
Yep.
They're comfortable. And they've got big panniers. They've got heaps of shit that you can put on there. The electronics in them's good. You got cruise control, ABS, hill assist, fucking everything in them. The problem I don't like, once again, very expensive bike.
Yep.
We're looking at like $33,000 to $36,000.
That's crazy, eh?
They're quite tall. If you're a short fella, you're probably going to have to get the suspension lowered. And they're big and heavy at low speed, and they're top heavy as well. So if you're planning on doing some hard tracks with it, you might want to get some seat time in it. And they need good storage space. Electronics don't like sitting in the sun, and they don't like sitting in the rain.
No.
Sport bike, I went with a MT10. So now I like an MT09. I think they're a great bike, but if I'm going to buy it new, then I'm buying a 10. They use a G-tuned R1 engine, which is, as you know, you like the R1s.
Yeah, that's right.
Heaps of power. They can tune them up again if you want them to. They've got great value compared to like your Euro bikes, like your Ducatis and shit like that. And they're easier to sort of pick up back off the ground if you drop the fucking thing because they haven't got as much fancy shit on them.
Yep.
They're a Japanese bike, which is usually pretty good. And the problem is fuel tank's tiny.
Yep.
The exhaust is shit.
Yep.
They're not comfortable. I'm sure there are people.
You're really selling it.
I'm sure it's a sport bike.
Yeah, that's exactly
You want to
right.
go fast.
Yeah, of course. That's the purpose of it.
If you want to go fast, you're not going to be sitting in a lounge chair.
Yeah.
And they're a bit pricey. So they're cheaper than the other two bikes, but sport bikes generally aren't as expensive. But these are still about $22,000.
Yeah.
So, second-hand bikes. If we're going to look at that and do a little bit more of a budget style, I'm a Harley purist.
Yes.
Not a purist. I just really like them. So, I thought I'd throw a Harley option in here and a non-Harley option in the cruiser point. So, I went with a twin cam 96B.
Yep.
Fat Boy.
Yep.
So, that's 2007, 2017 for anybody curious. Reason why I chose it is it was the first Fat Boy that they put a 6-speed gearbox in it, so way better on the highway.
Yep.
1600 cc's, good amount of power. They got more power than the 88s. It's not much of a difference, but the problem I have with the 88 is they're not fuel injected.
Yes.
They don't like sitting.
Exactly
if you
right.
like tinkering with stuff and you like a mechanical driven engine, great bike. If you don't know anything about it and you just want to ride it, I would go with the twin cam. Downside, the twin cams are pretty known for having a cam chain tension wear issue, but each model's not without its problems, much like the sumping issue with the Milwaukee 8s.
Yep.
That's all right. So to combat that, I have put in, by the way, so those usually retail for about 16 grand.
Yeah. Yep.
To combat that, if you would like a cheaper option that's still got a fair bit of power, I've gone with the Yamaha V-Star 1100.
Nice.
So these sell for about $8 grand secondhand. And, they're smooth, torquey V-twins like those Yamaha. They're a full-size bike. They go well. They're comfortable. The aftermarket support is there, but not like it would be in a Harley shop. You're not going to walk into a Yamaha shop and have a heap of shit there sitting on the wall.
Ready to go.
However, online space, there's heaps of shit. A lot of the time you might have to get it from America, but it's still there and there's some pretty cool stuff you can get for it. They're not very nimble though. They are pretty, if you're not real good at slow riding, I would suggest you go into a car park and practice before you start splitting lanes. Otherwise you're going to play dodgem cars. If you're looking at older ones, just be careful. They do have models with or without fuel injection, and they don't have ABS, which isn't a massive thing, but locking up a rear wheel when you're not ready for it can spell dramas. and the fuel efficiency is pretty shit considering the power.
Yeah.
And not like it's going to be bad in the hip pocket. More so if you did what we did and ride down to New South Wales, you might be sitting there going, fucking hell, I've got to pull over a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
So you can go the 1300 as well, which is a bigger model. Around the same price point. They're a liquid-cooled 1300cc V-twin. Heavier and pricier.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they still lack any advanced shit that you get in another bike. But they are cheaper.
Yes.
Adventure bike, I went an Africa Twin secondhand because they go for about sort of 10 grand.
Oh, yeah, nice.
They're a tried and tested bike.
Yep.
They're dual sport. I actually had the pleasure of seeing one in action over in South America going through the Andes.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a great bike. Big bike,
Yeah.
heavy, but good thing. So they're fairly complex. I think if you were going to buy one, you'd want to take one for a ride just with how the gears work, with the push-button transmission and all that sort of shit in them.
Yep.
But they're still a good bike.
Yep.
And for the sport bike in the second-hand category, I went the CBR 600.
Ooh, yeah, nice choice.
My reasoning for that is firstly, if you pick up a sort of mid-2000s model, you'll get it for about $7,000.
Yep.
Like, for example, I found a 2007 model. It was $9,000. Now, I know there's a lot bigger sport bikes, but big sport bikes are fairly precarious in town.
Yes.
I think 600 is probably a good size if you're going to use it as a bit of a commuter. Like if you live in Brisbane and you want to ride it around,
Yep.
if you go and buy a Ducati or something like that, it's pretty hard to ride in town. I know there's some people who say that they're not. I don't agree.
Yep. Yep.
I think the first gears, I think they want to go a lot faster than 60k an hour.
Yeah.
And if you start getting into stop-start traffic, you'll want a smaller bike.
Yep.
But those are my thoughts.
That's a good
I
thought.
know that was a big yarn, guys.
No,
but,
that was good because it really played it out.
Those are my thoughts. So what do you reckon, Brian?
Well, for me, I reckon
You're not autistic, so you didn't have a nerd out.
No. I like that. There's one's got to nerd out, one's got to be a little bit more cash.
Yeah.
Just to cover it.
Brian's not going to write a 2,000-word essay next time.
No. I never did that in my life. Just ask my teachers. No, if I was going to choose, so open license for me, for a cruiser, I would go, and I'm going to just go like one for each, like, so just in the market. I think because you can pay up and down in this one. So I'm going to say a Dyna. Everyone knows I love a Dyna. The reason why I like the Dynas is one, parts are readily available for it. And there is so many tutorials, there is so many forums about people with Dyna stuff that you could go along and have a crack at it yourself with a lot of the stuff.
And I guess a good thing about that is if you're buying a Dyna, chances are you've got mates with them.
With mates with Dynas,
and you can ask them questions.
That's exactly right. Any sort of novice motorcyclist that wants to have a little play with the bike itself, like me, myself, like I'm not really mechanically minded, but I put the exhaust system on my Dyna. I put the bars on. I put the risers on. I put the grips on. I changed the seat myself. I'm changing the battery. You're doing all these little bits and pieces yourself without fucking anything up. It's pretty simple, straightforward stuff. Like you said, the benefit of the Dyna is that it is it's fuel injected. It's that little bit newer. The price point on it is around that. For a decent one, you're paying that $15,000.
I think I priced up a 2014 one.
Yeah.
Around that price.
I would go, like you said, 96 cube up.
Yeah.
The 103, the 96 are much the same. Like, so Hayden and myself, I've got a 2013 Dyna. It was actually the last of the 96 cubes, and it actually not long after it got produced, the motor blew, and they did a factory engine. They replaced the engine from Harley, but they actually stuck a 103 in it. So I scored a 103 in it. So, but Hayden's is a 2012 or 11, so it's got the 96 in it. But we had both of them tuned and dynoed. They've got the same intakes, the same exhaust system, and the difference between them was 4 horsepower. Nothing.
You would not notice 4.
You would not know. No, that's what I mean.
You might if we were both the exact same weight going down a drag strip, but
not for 4 horsepower, nothing. So
if you're on 4 horsepower, you're better off going for a run every day and losing 10
That's exactly
kegs.
right. The only thing, cosmetically, the 103's got the polished, got the chromed like heads on them and stuff like that, as opposed to the 96 are polished on the diners. But other than that, man, like if you can find a nice little diner and it's got the 96 in it, go for it, because it's all the same shit, really, honestly. So I like that. You can opt out. You can have the forward controls. You can have mid controls, whatever you want. You know, there's a little bit of it is a little bit of a muck around, but overall, that's just a nice little quick, easy cruiser bike. If you're doing it every other day, you can go places. Now, if you're going for long distance trips, do not use that bike. It would be shit. Absolutely
There's
shit.
people that do it, and I think, like, I've got a mate who's got a panhead that he toured around New Zealand in.
See, that to me, that's a real purist.
That's a purist.
That's a purist.
Chase, if you're listening, you're a lunatic.
So I just think an all-round sort of cruiser bike, that's probably would be my go-to. If I had the money to play with, I'd probably go Road King. I'd go Road Glide over a Road King. I love the Road King I've got, but I think when you're getting into that touring and you need that little bit of extra stuff, that's the way to go.
I think an underrated item is that inbuilt GPS unit.
Yes.
And I know that sounds, there's some
you're a
people who
purist,
would
like,
sit
you
there
don't
and go,
need
you don't need a GPS. Kind of handy in Brisbane.
It is. That's
Like if you're
where it's
riding
handy.
through Brisbane on a road trip and all of a sudden you just need to go pick up something real quick and you don't know where that is,
Yes. It's hard.
kind of awesome to have it
Yeah.
on the hand controls. But
Definitely. So that would be so this is just a broad category, would be that. For a cruise, for
you
an
can have
adventure.
the last of the pancetta.
Oh,
I
mate,
know I keep seeing
see me?
I keep seeing your eye. You have it, mate.
Now, for an all-round sort of like dual bit of a adventure bike, I would just go something like a WR or a DRZ or an XR, either in a 450 or a 650 in the 650 in the XR.
I'm a big fan of the DR 650s.
Yeah. So I would go something like that because that's got plenty of power in it. It's got you can go like for us, for instance, we can go and go to the beach. We can go up 5 rocks. So you can fill up. There's plenty of places to fill up.
Big service intervals on them too.
Yes, that's right. Basic technology on them. Single cam. Single cylinder. Sorry. Just basic stuff. Readily parts available. Cost effective as well. You're not going to break an arm and leg with the budget. I just think they just last. They just live forever, those things.
Oh, man. And that was why I sort of picked that 1250 GS. That shaft drive on it makes
Shaft drive, yeah.
that makes it a little bit nicer and a little bit more reliable.
Like, bloody Stephen Bell with his R80 GS, mate.
Yep.
Like, he's had that. It's an 83 model, and that thing is still going.
I can't believe he still rides that.
Still rides it.
I can believe can believe that he does.
Yeah.
But I'm just impressed
Yeah.
at how long that thing's been running for.
That's a perfect proof in the pudding right there. So that would be my choice on those. I just think bang for buck. It's not too heavy. You can still manage it. I wouldn't go down to a 250. I would be opting for a 450 minimum, just so you've got that power there only when you're on the road.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not so much out in the tracks and that. It's just on the road. You will easily max out a 250.
Yeah, you don't want to feel like it's ringing its neck at 100k an hour, especially if you're just commuting like half an hour on something screaming its head off. Just accelerates wear.
That's exactly right. And so that's why I would go with that. Now, for a sports bike, I would go with something more, maybe a little bit more upright. I noticed that even the R6s aren't too bad. They sort of pull you up a little bit higher as opposed to an R1. I personally had an R1 and I just did not like it. I did not enjoy it at all. There was just nothing comfortable about it. It was way too much power for what I needed around town. Even on the roads, it was wringing its neck out, just burning through the fuel. But I did ride an R6. I found that a little bit more comfortable.
Yep.
Some people, I believe it sort of sits up a little bit higher. I don't know. People might pick me for that, but
everybody's like stature is different too.
yeah, that's right. And like I'm a taller person. I would say I'm about 6'1", so that's what I would sort of go with. The only downside with that, I mean, I still think you got plenty of power in a 600 on a sports bike like that. But I don't know. That's probably my opinion on that, I reckon.
Depends if you want to do track days and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it really comes down to usage.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
I reckon if you go take one and ride it hard,
Yep.
you might not realise that. You might realise that it's can still scare the shit out of you.
Well, personally, I would stick to a cruiser because you can sort of do all of that stuff in one, or an adventure bike. Me personally, this is just my opinion. I wouldn't really go towards a sports bike. That would be.
I think young me was like sport bike and Harley.
Yep.
Older me's adventure bike and Harley.
Adventure bike and Harley.
Just dual purpose vehicles.
Yep, definitely.
I like the cruiser Harley because I can go do the shopping on it and
Yes.
I can go cruise around, and I like the adventure bike that it can take you to some pretty places but also take you to work.
Yep, definitely. Yep, spot on. But I think that would be my two options personally. I would go like a Dyna or something around that age, that sort of 2000, 90, that 2000, and what did you say, post 2007?
Yep.
2017. Up to 2017. If I had to pick of my choices out of all of those, I would love a Lowrider S.
Yeah.
2017 model with the 110 in it. It's like, to me, it's the Mustang of the Harleys. It's just a sweet bike.
They're a really nice looking bike. And I've said it before, I think they're a good looking bike.
Yep.
Good thing.
Definitely. But yeah, that'd be my opinions on it. Now, if there is any Harley Davidson shops or sports bike shops or any of those that want to reach out and give us, we can test them, or we can give you a collab.
Yeah,
Let us know.
We might not be Top Gear, but we'll definitely go ride some bikes.
Yeah, 100%.
But also in the Pallbearers, if any of you guys have your favourite picks, I know we've got some mad keen Indian fans. Shout out Phil Snow. We've got some mad keen Suzuki fans. They're all good. They're all fun. And like I said, that's just my opinion and that's just Brian's opinion. So
yes, definitely.
If you've got a favourite though, let them through.
I'd love to start a thread on the Deadass Community. Yes.
Yeah, shout out your favourite bikes. Like, for example, I've spoken about it before. I love an FTR 1200 Indian.
Yes.
Probably, if I was going to say practicality, I could probably think of better ones than that, but that's just something I like. Mm-hmm. I reckon motorbikes, guns, and tattoos all fall into the same category.
100%.
They don't have to have meaning. Sometimes they can just be cool.
That's right. Exactly like Sons of Anarchy. Speaking of which.
Yeah, speaking of which, I have finished Sons of Anarchy. I'm going to go on to Mayans now. And what's your opinion on this? I think that the Sons of Anarchy would have gotten along and lived quite long, happy lives if Gemma hadn't have single-handedly ruined everything for them. Every fuck up in that show has Gemma written all over it.
I cannot get past her being fucking Peggy Bundy, but
yeah.
I totally agree with you, but it's just like, oh man, there was always an issue going. There's that one moment there where
it started with her getting John Teller killed, right?
I know,
before
that's
any
right.
of it.
I know. It just started with dramas. Oh God, I really enjoyed that show, but until OP got killed.
Yeah,
now, I'm sorry if it's spoiler alert. The manner in which he died just fucking scarred me. It really scarred me.
Yeah, that one scarred me. And also when they killed off both Tara and Jax.
Yeah.
That sort of like.
Yeah, I know. It just, really. Does that just cement the fact that it wasn't coming back?
I think it cemented the fact that it wasn't coming back, but it also led into the Mayans.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. But there's a couple of points in that show that confuse me.
Yeah, me too. But I'm gonna go back and watch it all again because now that we're the Wild Flogs.
Yeah, we are a very reputable motorcycle organisation known as the Wild Flogs.
Yeah, that's right. Cool.
So speaking of movies,
yes,
you were talking about how you were going to emulate Bad Boys 2.
Yes,
with Reggie. You've got yourself a Reggie.
I'm having a Reggie moment.
They're about the same age.
Yeah, they are. And I wanted to emulate that scene so badly. I wanted to, like it's a father's one of father's worst nightmares.
Yeah, a rite of passage.
It's a rite of passage. Yeah, that's probably the best way to put it. It's a moment in every father's life that he's going to have to cross that bridge at some time when the boyfriend comes around to say good day. So I did put it in a little group chat that we had, and Pooh did actually make a good mention. He said, let's hold out. Let's all get together and do Den of Thieves.
Den of Thieves is a great scene. I'm all about it. And my thought was, imagine if you walked into a room and here's just Pooh sitting on a couch, legs open, agates out. Who are you? I hear you're the new young rascal in town. Rascal.
Oh, I so want to do that. Ever made love to a man.
With his signature double happiness dart in the corner of his mouth.
Oh, 100%. So after a stern talking to from the missus and the fact that I pre-warned my daughter, I said, I'm having that conversation. And Christo's like, you are not having that conversation. You are not. Your daughter will never speak to you again.
Yeah, hi, I'm Brian. I'm your girlfriend's dad. I own a morgue.
Yep.
And I'm pretty good at dismembering a body.
And all I wanted to tell him as well is that there's no DNA in Ash. So, long story short, I didn't do it. I couldn't do it. I wanted to so badly. There were everything in I just wanted to.
It's all right, but we're all looking out for the little one.
Yeah, we are.
So,
but
look, honestly, I'm looking forward to their 40th wedding anniversary.
Me too. And the fact that I just can't wait until it's good to know that they're going to be virgins until they consummate the marriage.
Exactly right.
When they get married in 15 years' time.
So crazy. Yeah, you don't usually hear of that happening these days, but you know what? I'm just glad that it's going to happen to you.
I just got to say one thing. The poor lad, because he crashed over and he got, Chrissy dropped him off at the bus stop because he was going down the beach, and I said to Chrissy, did he enjoy himself? And she goes, no, he was shitting himself all weekend. And I said, good.
I could just imagine you and Kobe, your dog, sitting on the couch staring at him.
Oh, and the fact that there's two older brothers there as well.
Oh, yeah, there is too. There would have been Tyler and Hodo there.
So, three men sitting there at the house and the dog. Poor fella.
Can I put my chicken on the barbecue? No, Reggie.
Oh, God, I got to stop laughing. Poor fella. Oh, at the end of the day, I've been in that same situation when I was a young fella.
Oh, and so have I.
And it's the worst situation.
It's got to happen though.
Yeah, it does. It's a rite of passage.
It is a rite of passage.
Yeah.
He's got to make it through.
Yeah, and I'm not going to lie, it will happen. I just got to wait till Christo's not around. Then it's happening.
Just bring him here.
I'm going to
go for a little tour.
We're going to go for a little tour.
Yeah, you're going to come to Brian for work. Come with Brian to work one day.
Yeah, we're going to come along with the future father-in-law on a work experience day.
Tell you what, Jesus, your hot soup almost made me go non-verbal. It's good.
Is it still hot?
No, but I have slowly finished it off.
Yeah, how was it?
So good.
Oh, thanks,
fantastic stuff.
One thing I will mention is, I'll pick him up one day randomly, and I'll say, "You come with me to work."
Not kidnap him.
Just voluntary. Yeah. Take him for a little, day in the life off. Show him around. So this is where you might end up if you don't.
Yeah, this is where I work.
This is where I work. I didn't finish my sentence.
This is where you could end up.
Yeah, that's right. Working here one day.
This is Rigger. He used to have a different owner. Not really.
No, we're just playing on it.
Rigger is just who Cole morphs into after he finishes work.
Well, Buster's using that same excuse. He's going talking about his daughter, saying the same thing that old Uncle Bryce's got a fucking promoter, and there's nothing for him to take a little trip up to Rocky if he needs it because there's no DNA in Ash.
Except fucking Buster would be standing 250
He won't even
metres
go
away
near
from
the
the
door
house because he
himself.
won't come near it himself. He'd be like, yeah, just walk in there. Are you coming? Fuck no.
That's exactly right. But anyway,
I tell you what, on a bit of nostalgia though.
yes, nostalgia. I love nostalgia.
New YouTube binging.
What is it?
Malcolm Douglas.
Oh,
I have been rewatching Malcolm Douglas, and can I just say that ticked every box that makes Zayden happy.
There's it.
Watching that, just
Really?
like the pure adventure, the doing cool stuff, like doing cool stuff before there was information readily
Yeah.
available. So the episode where they make the paper bark canoe,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
making it from scratch, taking it off the tree with the local tribe, testing it, hunting,
Everything.
so good. And like 1984, man.
I was going to say, because it's old, isn't it?
Could you imagine in 1984 going to remote Arnhem Land
Yeah.
in a tinny
Yeah. Yeah.
and just camping out in the tent and sort of like there's no willy weather. Let's check if the weather's going to turn to shit. Let's check the wind. Let's ring for help. Like not a chance. Like, and you're going with a full film crew going, what are we going to do? I've got a rough plan and we're going to film it and we've got no option to call for help. We've got no option to get directions. We're just figuring it out. Just such a cool, like he is one of my idols
of course.
growing up, and it's one of the reasons why I love adventure so much. And I feel like a lot of people share that with me.
Yes.
But anybody who wants to, I don't know if really hope the Douglas family is getting credited for all the views on YouTube.
I hope so too.
I haven't checked that, but it is on YouTube for people to have a look at.
That is awesome. One thing I want to give him credit for, because he used to do a lot of good forward driving too, and like that
Yeah,
was
an old troop carrier.
with the skinny ass tires on them.
Skinny tyres, PDO winch. He
Yeah.
upgraded to an electric winch at some point, but just some Jesus.
Like it makes you wonder. Like people spend thousands of dollars on all that equipment, and here he is just steaming through on his skinny ass tires.
Man, it just goes to show that you don't need everything to just have a fucking good life, eh?
Yeah, that's exactly right. That is the perfect example.
He died at 70, but I reckon he lived more
Yes,
than 3 lifetimes.
isn't that's so true? 100%. For me, YouTube binging, I've still been watching that infographic stuff at the moment because
How
there's
good is
just
it?
so much content. I love it. It's just fantastic.
And that's what I'm a content hungry person, and I love listening to it and watching it.
I've been just starting watching a little bit of JD Rockefeller. That's the one I've been
Ooh,
listening.
have you?
America's First Billionaire.
Ooh.
Which I'll give you a recap of that one on the next graveyard shift, but it's because I'm only sort of halfway through it. But that's fantastic. It's actually given me a little bit of motivation in my finances.
Yeah,
as well.
right. Well, that's good.
And it's a great, and I'll recap that on the next episode.
Yeah, right. Well, I'll have a recap for next episode. So I've started reading Jimmy Barnes' Working Class Boy.
Oh, really?
So the story of like how he started, like growing up in Scotland. So I've only just started it as of last night,
All right, sweet.
but it's really good so far.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, so-
awesome.
On the Kindle app, so that was good.
Yeah, how do you find that?
Good. So on the iPad, a lot better. So
Yep.
I treated myself to an iPad this week, folks, because I just needed it for handy stuff.
Yeah.
And they were on sale for like $600.
Fuck, that's all right.
I know. Only a shit iPad. Like I'm sure there's a nerd out there that's bloody screaming at me going, you bought the shit one. I don't care. I'm reading books on it. Because I was going to get a Kindle
Yes.
and I wanted to put the notes for the show on the Kindle.
Yep.
And then the dude at JBI said, well, a Kindle's $300 or you could buy that for $515.
Oh, why wouldn't you?
Oh, I thought, well, for the extra $200, I may as well be able to watch YouTube on it.
Don't worry about reading.
Well, I got the Kindle app on it, but
Are you much of a reader?
yeah, love it.
You love reading.
Yeah.
Christo can read books like there's no tomorrow. I've got the attention span of a goldfish. Like I just can't focus good enough, me personally. I get sidetracked. My brain moves too much. Like I'll read a page and then go, oh, fuck, what was that about? And have to read it again.
And I can totally understand that because heaps of people are the same.
Yeah.
I like reading it because I need something to turn my brain down as I go to bed.
That's a great idea.
And also sitting on aeroplanes or,
Of course,
waiting for things. It's nice to go up. So at the moment in my Kindle, I've got Jimmy Barnes' Working Class Boy, The Reaper from Nicholas Irving, which is Deadliest Special Ops Snipers.
Oh, nice.
I've got a few here that I've read already, but what have we got? The whole Chopper collection. I have read that one before, but I was thinking about reading it again.
Nice.
Mein Kampf from Adolf Hitler. I've got that one on the list. So that's Mein Kampf stands for My Struggle.
I know. Yeah. I know. I didn't expect that one. That's a good one.
My theory is if I'm going to comment on a human being, I may as well learn a bit about them before I comment on how. If I'm going to sit here and talk about how wrong Hitler was, perhaps I should educate myself with.
Have you read it?
Not yet.
Not yet.
So
I didn't mean to laugh.
No, there's also I think
I didn't expect that.
I think Winston Churchill's got a book as well. There's a few others that I want to read in that sort of era.
Yeah.
Just with
Man, I totally understand what you're saying because there's no different to me watching the World War II series. That's one of my favourite series, the War in Colour, and it's not because I don't like the atrocities that took place. It's one of those ones you want to know the mind behind someone.
Oh, exactly right. And in my opinion,
yes,
there's been two people that have conquered Europe that sort of stand out in modern history, and that was Napoleon Bonaparte, or the Napoleon Wars, and Hitler.
Yes.
However, so Napoleon was French, Hitler's German. We've taken a few positive things. Like Napoleon wasn't great.
No, that's exactly right. But they don't class him like that.
He did things like reintroduce slavery.
Yes.
He slaughtered people. He was an excellent strategist and all of that sort of stuff. And we took a lot of good things from him.
Yes.
However, we didn't take a great deal from Hitler. However, I need to educate myself a bit more because I believe that nowadays in modern times we actually use a bit of what they learnt in the camps in the medical field.
Yes.
And I'm not brave enough to comment on any of that until I fact check.
No, but
however, as far as what Hitler's thoughts and beliefs were, I don't think we took anything from it.
No, of course not. But innovation with technology and stuff like that, they were in the forefront of technology and innovation.
And pressuring each side to create. So
definitely.
I just want to learn a bit more about
so
that
is it, it's because the original version's obviously in German.
It's written by him,
But they've got an English version.
It's been translated. So it's an English version. So I'll comment on that one when I read it. I'd love to hear. I really would like to hear what your take on that is. Yeah, I'm a bit of a history nerd, so
no, I do love history. I'm a history whore.
We'll go with that. But what else we got? Oh, so I've got an amazing human doing amazing things. So I picked one out, but I'm going to leave it for next week because one of the Pallbearers sent one in.
Oh, okay.
So shout out to Justin Barnes, mate.
Oh, sweet.
So he sent in a amazing human, and I think it's a very interesting story. I might skip through a few things because it's a yarn.
Yeah, okay.
But so Carl Bushby, born 30th of March 1969.
Yep.
He's a British ex-paratrooper. He's a walking adventurer and author. He's currently attempting to be the first person to completely walk an unbroken path around the world.
Wow.
So Bushby's trek is known as the Goliath Expedition. Okay. So it's his attempt to walk around the world with unbroken footsteps from Punta Arenas in Chile to his home in Hull, England. He began the journey on November 1st, 1998, and was originally expected to finish the over 3,600 mile or 58,000 kilometre journey in 8 years.
Wow.
However, due to numerous delays, it's still in progress. Now, some of the delays he had, which was he got stopped at the Russian border. So Russian troop officers, while they were crossing the Russian border near Chukotan village of Yelayan.
Yep.
So they were not entering Russia at the correct port of entry.
Okay.
They were threatened with being banned from Russia, which would have stopped the whole journey. And it was announced on the 5th of May 2006 that the Russian appeal court had upheld Bushby's application and his walk could continue.
Yeah.
This was due to a bit of political influence as well. And on March 16, 2007, it was announced that Bushby had attained the required permission from the Russian authorities, and he began to prepare for the second half of his Goliath expedition. So at this point, he had walked over 17,000 miles. He'd walked 27,000 Ks.
Wow.
So he'd walked the first stage of that, the first leg of that journey from Yakutsk, along with his friend Kefa.
Yep.
And he had a struggle with the Russian authorities to get a visa and permit to enter an area going through Siberia to Alaska. Siberia. He managed to walk over 620 miles or 1,000 kilometers to, Russian names are hard to pronounce, Devoyan,
Yep.
returning to Alaska. So on his way to Alaska, and his visa ran out in November. So in 2008, he walked for 3 weeks, reaching Bilbino. He started very late since his visa approval was delayed, and the snow disappeared finally to allow him to come through. His permit through Russia, he was only allowed to be in the country for 90 days out of every 180 days per his visa, so he had to leave the country quite regularly. Anyway, so I'll sort of skip through a bit. So Russia was a big delay for him and trying to come through a few of the others.
Was he staying, like he'd have to stay there, wasn't he?
Yeah, he had to walk 250 miles through a tundra.
Wow.
So it was very difficult. So that was a big military area.
Yeah, okay.
So he needed permission to go through that area, and the Russian authorities were basically making it difficult. So skipping to nowadays, in August 2024, Bushby crossed into Uzbekistan. In 2019, he crossed into Uzbekistan, reaching the border between Turkmenistan and Iran. A few months later, the voyage was put on pause due to visa issues again and the COVID-19 pandemic. So there was a few areas that he was trying to avoid, like Afghanistan, Iran.
Understandably,
because because he's got a British passport, there was a few areas that were really hard for him to enter and not worth entering. So COVID-19 struck him again, and in 2024, Bushby started the swim across the Caspian Sea from Kazakhstan and planning to finish in Azerbaijan.
So not just walk, swim.
To avoid going through Iran or Russia.
Holy shit.
As both countries were too dangerous to enter with a British passport in 2024 due to the Ukraine conflict, the Iranian conflict and whatnot. Yep. Bushby was accompanied by his co-swimmer Angela Maxwell and 2 Azerbaijani national swimmers. Sorry, they have more syllables than I am prepared to tackle today. Each day, Bushby and company swam in 2 3-hour sessions, 1 in the morning, 1 in the mid-afternoon, resting, and 1 each night. The swim covered 288 kilometres and was achieved in 31 days with 132 swimming hours.
Holy shit.
From Azerbaijan, Bushby then went to Turkey to cross the Bosphorus Strait into Europe, and as of 11th of June 2025, Bushby is in Mexico waiting for a visa to enter Turkey to complete his challenge. He hopes to continue his trek in August 2025. He is then estimated to return home to Hull by 2026.
Holy smokes.
So for those of you, if you want to look it up and read it, Carl Bushby. Or look up the Goliath Expedition. So that's a really interesting one. To give you guys an idea, I've got pages of stuff about this man here, and I just figured I wouldn't bore you to death by reading it all
that's
out. But
amazing.
It's a very amazing thing that he's doing. So that sort of put mine to the sideline for now, because I thought mine was pretty cool, but good on you, Justin.
That is a good one, mate.
This one's a great one. So anybody else who's got a human doing amazing things, feel free to send them through.
Yeah, bloody oath.
But on to more Pallbearers questions.
Yep.
We have been hit up for summer merch.
Yes, we have, sir.
So we are in discussions about what to do with some summer merch.
Yes.
Now, people have asked for singlets and some people have asked for shirts. So what's the thoughts? We've had a little bit of a chat about it.
We've had a bit of a yarn about it, and the way that we're going to do it is it's summer merch. It's summertime. It's time of sitting back, laying back, having a tin, Join the
Graveyard shift's
beach.
finished.
Graveyard shift's finished. You got to go to the beach. So what would be better than having something? And someone actually put a replica of. I put a bit of a picture in there with the Reaper laying between two palm trees at the beach or something like that.
And I really liked that one.
Yeah, definitely. So that one actually had Deadass podcast on it, but it's gonna be entitled Graveyard Shift.
And then we'll put the little Deadass podcast one on the front.
So on the back will be the print, where it would be some sort of scenery similar to that to resemble the summertime, finishing up the graveyard shift. You want to go and have a beer and relax, and that's what it's going to be. It will be available in singlets and it will be available in shirts. It's going to be a pre-sale.
Yeah.
So, and we are going to even opt in for kids' sizes as well. So everyone's going to have an opportunity to grab one of those shirts or singlets.
Now, the idea of a pre-sale, guys, is so the OG Deadass merch is always in the store to grab, but being that this is a specific thing, it just sort of saves us from having a shitload of merch sitting in a shed because we ordered too much.
Yes.
Or worse, we ordered too little and people missed out. So at least this way with a pre-sale, you can order what you want. Then we order it from the supplier and it comes in and it's sent out to you. Just bear in mind, from when you order it, it takes a bit longer because it's made to order essentially.
Yeah. There is usually a couple of week turnaround. So when I say couple, maybe 3 weeks roughly, 3 to 4 max. And because it is seasonal as well. Singlets, it's more summertime stuff. The feedback I've heard in regards to the singlets, it's going to be a traditional singlet style. It's not going to be a tank top style one. It's going to be a proper singlet.
Yeah.
So
now on a selfish note, I always cut the sleeves off my RB Seller shirts, and I've been having a little chat to a couple of people about getting some of those made up. So if you would be interested in something like that, just give us a little heads up because that could be added to the lineup. But
100% it could be.
Being that I'm a bit of a unique critter, just give us a heads up if you'd be interested in something like that.
So I'd love to hear the feedback on that as well. Definitely, we can sort that out. That won't be an issue if it's something that you guys would be interested in. So that's going to be something coming up, and it's going to be sooner rather than later because we are staring down the barrel of the end of winter. We are going into spring within the next couple of weeks, and we want to get that stuff out pretty soon. So
absolutely.
So keep an eye out for that. We will definitely be doing that. It will be a pre-sale. We'll give you plenty of time to do a pre-sale purchase as well. So we'll probably put it over, it might come out on a Thursday and it'll run through to like a Monday or something like that. We'll get the details to you as soon as we fine tune it all.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So sort of lets you guys get what you want and stops us from buying too much shit.
Yeah. So imagine print on the back, the normal Deadass logo on the front, but nice big picture on the back, the graveyard shift.
Yeah, and I'll be wearing that, drinking out of a coconut on the beach. I actually, ADHD moment, have 2 coconuts sitting on my bar table because I'm going to make some coconut.
Oh,
cups.
That's awesome. I love it.
New missions coming up.
New missions,
So we're hopefully, we're in talks. So we've got 28 days till Tommy's permit comes in. So we could be going on a hunting mission.
Yes, definitely.
Or we could be going on a camping mission.
Yes.
We're going to be in chats in the next month and figure it out. So it's going to be a springtime mission.
No, I'm looking forward to that.
Keep posted.
Definitely. And on another note, have you got anything that any accountability that you're trying to do this week, mate? Anything that thing that you're trying to do?
Yes. I'm going to go to the gym every day.
Oh, that's a good one.
And I would like to do a bit more pickling, so some deli food. So nice. I want to commit to making some stuff on the weekend.
Love that.
So next week I have some different stuff for you.
Yes.
So I think, as the name would suggest, I'm going to bring some pickles in.
Yeah.
But some I've got a couple of recipes there that I've used before and I enjoy.
That's awesome. Well,
what about yourself?
Mine's going to be the gym. Yep. This week. I'll get back into that. And I'm also going to get back into some jits. So a couple of jits classes. Yep. So that's what I'll report back on the next episode. Let you know how I feel.
Fantastic stuff. Oh, speaking of important stuff.
Yes.
A very funny flog is coming to town on Thursday.
Yes.
He would proclaim himself as the funniest flog.
Yes.
He's a flog from Flog Cabin. Mr. Andrew Hamilton is coming to town to talk about how he sucked a dick in prison. Sorry. That's his other show.
That's the other one.
He's doing his comedy show about the time he went to prison.
Yes, that's right.
Now, Brian and I have had the benefit of listening to Andy tell a few yarns from that.
And it's good.
It's incredibly funny.
It is hilarious. And it is this Thursday, August the 14th at the Great Western Hotel. Tickets are available on his social media pages. It doesn't take you long to find them, or you can go to the Great Western pages as well. They do have links to his tickets to purchase those. The first lot of 200 were sold out. The Great Western have put up another 200 tickets available to purchase. It's going to be a bang.
Night.
Now, the biggest show that he's ever had was 260 tickets sold at the Townsville show. We want to blow that out of the water. And also, too, I want to see is if you're there, rep your Deadass merch as well.
Rep your Deadass merch. Both of us will be there.
We will be there.
And both of us will be there, aptly reminding Andrew Hamilton that he can't fight. So it's all right. You can give him as much shit as you want. He might have gone to prison, but Brizzy's tougher.
I made him drop the soap.
But it'll be a great thing. Though he's a mate of ours, I really, really love supporting any events that come to Rockhampton, whether they're comedy, whether they're music, whether they're things like PBR, whether they're sporting events, because the more attendance people get at these events means the more that come to Rocky.
That's exactly
which means
right.
More cool shit happens, more money gets pumped into the community.
Yes.
We get things like skate parks and bloody, burnout pads, hopefully one day if we stop buying fucking art galleries.
Good fucking point.
But the more things that get interest in Rocky means it's better for the town.
And also on another note too, he's on the road. He's hustling. He's doing his thing. He's having a crack at it. He's doing well for himself, and we want to be there at the forefront, supporting him, doing the things that we do.
Absolutely.
Love people having a crack and having a go at stuff. That's what we're all about. That's what we do here, and we support people that do that. He does also have his books that will be available for purchase at the door on the night as well. So if you can help support that and support a book as well, that would be great. You know,
I've actually read Hamo's book.
What'd you think?
Very good. I really hope he writes another one.
Really?
Yeah,
that's good.
I spoke to him and I just said, I really hope you're writing another one. And he said, yeah, I'll get to it one day. It's just good. It's an easy read.
Yeah.
If you're not like a stout reader, it's probably a good book. It's written. It's not a complicated read. You can follow along with the story. You can put it down. You can pick it up. It's good. The audio book's good as well.
Is it? Christo read it, and she said it was a good read. I haven't read it yet because I have the reading capacity of a 6-year-old, but I'll definitely get to it. That's one thing. That's one on my to-do list, and that would be something I'll keep myself accountable for as well. I want to finish a book.
There's nothing wrong with audio books either.
No, that's right.
And I did have a sticky beak. It is read by him.
That's good.
Which I think is a massive thing.
That's awesome. So yeah.
Sorry.
Keep going.
I was going to say, speaking of reading shit.
Yeah.
Big Sexy Stories.
Yes, good point.
We forgot to bring this up.
No, let's bring that up.
How long are we in?
No, we can finish that up on that.
Beautiful. I'll just keep yarning. Good at it. So I have been almost pinned down to the ground and beaten up till I submitted from you lot, which I appreciate. But I have consistently been asked to read things for people and considerable amount of smart books. But aside from that, Big Sexy Stories will be a segment that we're going to do. So it's going to be its own show.
It will be its own show.
So basically that'll come out as bonus episodes and whatnot.
Yes.
So when you guys send stories in, so a few of you have already, and that is excellent. So there's nothing really off limits. There's a few things that have got to keep the platform gods happy. So the things that make them unhappy usually is illegal activity that sort of implicates anybody, stuff like underage drinking, stuff like all of those, the fun things that the fun police will get up you for.
Yes.
But as far as wild tales go, as far as like everybody's remaining anonymous, this is just a yarn that I've heard. That's fine. That's all cool. They can be anonymous if you want them to be. They can be yours if you want it to be. They can be sexy stories. So at the moment in the piggy bank, we've got a couple of normal yarns,
Yes.
a couple of funny tales, one sexy tale, one will remain anonymous, thus to not implicate himself in harsh actions and law enforcement.
Yep.
But if you've got yarns from your life that you would like me to read out, it will be a whole episode of that.
Yep,
The other
definitely.
thing that I've got is I've got a few memoirs of my father.
Yes.
So I'll read those out with it. But it'll probably end up being about a half an hour episode where I read the submissions sent in by you guys.
Yep.
In saying that, though, if you find a great yarn on Reddit, if there's a particular passage you would like me to read, anything like that, that's all cool. Just the only thing we've got to watch for on Spotify is that it's public domain or we've got the permission of the original author.
Yes.
So if you've got a tale that you'd like me to read out, that's cool, as long as it's public domain or we have permission. Otherwise, it's much like playing music on podcasts. It's just flagged.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
AI does a hell of a job these days.
It would.
Going back 3 years ago, we probably would have got away with it. In saying that how good it is now, they'd probably pick up on it and take the episodes down. So
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
and if you want to send them in, bigsexystories@gmail.com.
Beautiful.
Worst case scenario, if you can't sort that out, send me a message on
Social media.
and see how you go.
Or the Deadass podcast.
Or the Deadass podcast and send them through.
On that note too, so that will be a bonus episode. So will be the week that we do that, the week that Zayden releases that, it will be like the third episode of the week.
Yeah, so a little bit
Extra
extra
content.
for you guys.
Yep.
We can see that you guys are hooking in and listening. So the answer to that is give us more to listen to.
Bloody oath, I'm all for it. On that note, before we go, just one quick thing. I'm also going to do those segments soon too with eulogies. So sharing people's stories, life stories of their lives, people that have passed away or don't have the capability to do a voice-to-voice conversation, would like me to just share on their behalf. It's just emphasizing or just giving some people a legacy to live on with. Like, hearing someone's story that has passed away, but their life story just gives them a platform for other people to hear that a life that this person has lived. Those will come out. The first episode I'm going to release will be my brother's one that I'd like to share, just to give you an idea of the platform that I'm going to run with it. So if you've got a eulogy you'd like me to share, send that through the Deadass Podcast, admin@deadasspodcast.com.au or deadasspodcast01@gmail.com.
Absolutely.
So give you bit of future content for people as well. Like you said, that's what we're here to do. Graveyard Shift, we celebrate life.
Absolutely.
All things living.
And don't worry if you have a tale that you want to get out. You don't have to be the best writer in the world. No. We may paraphrase some things for you if you'd like it. So sometimes reading it out sounds a bit different to what it's written.
Yes.
So if you'd like us to paraphrase some stuff, if you just want us to get your story across and put it in our own words, then all sweet.
I'm really excited to hear your stories, mate.
There's a couple of
tone and your voice.
couple of doozies that have been sent through. So, but I appreciate that. I think it is so good.
Yes.
That you guys instantly jumped on and went, righto, here's some stories.
That
Read
is
them out.
so good, mate. The feedback from that is unbelievable.
So I appreciate it.
Yes.
I really enjoy the fact of that this little community is firing on all cylinders.
Blossoming.
But I love hearing all of the tales that come from people. So it's one of my favourite things. People doing cool stuff, people doing funny stuff, people doing awesome stuff. Love it.
You guys make the show. So
Absolutely.
without you guys, it wouldn't be anything. So thank you to yous. Much love to yous all. Mate, it's been an absolute pleasure. Never a chore.
Always a pleasure, never a chore. And I said it was kind of like we come back from holidays and hadn't seen each other for a while. It's only been a week and a half.
I know, but it was so much fun, holy and tasty.
Absolutely. Isn't it wild how much stuff can happen in 2 weeks?
Isn't it crazy, eh? Absolutely unbelievable. But, mate, until then, what do we tell the listeners?
Love you. See you. Bye.